Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Golden Eagles of San Antonio taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Hey. Out.
Now Herbert to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
11.
Herbert once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Right, 2. White. Steel, black ultra.
Mon throwing on 2nd down. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 5. Now Mon. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
No muss, no muss.
Back to throw, Fields. He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Returnable here from the 38. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Come on, set. Smash, red.
On 1st down, here's Mon. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody come. Oh, he just.
Under pressure is Mon, and he'll go down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Red, cycle.
3rd down from the gun, it's Mon. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the ready to go for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz.
Here we go. Out. Hey, can't.
We're scoreless after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a first down coming up. Now it's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw is Fields. They'll set up the screen for Herbert. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Bears did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Fields now to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside at 3 minutes. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Addison hauls it in. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the second time. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Extend.
Herbert powering up the middle. The solid stiff arm. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 3rd and 2.
Hey, 551, 551.
From the 50, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now here's Trenton Gill now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll field this at the 5. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Shreds it with a stiff arm. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On 1st down, Fields. Flush to his right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half, 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Check right. Hey, red. Shot. 17. Right.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mon looks to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Javon Kinlaw, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Mon. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Mon. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. Now Fields. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here we go.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured bear on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Touchdown Bears! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here's Chandler. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Chandler, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On second down, Mon. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff for Herbert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
We have played 3 quarters. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Herbert. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3? I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Golden Eagles are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota going to change the play.
Check striker.
Quick throw out wide from Mariota. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Come on, back.
The Bears on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Lucine. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Set.
Mond, a quick throw complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Pause ready. Ready.
Off the play fake, Mond. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that's caught inside the 35. And a huge play that time. 46 yards.
46 yards on the play. 1st down, Golden Eagles.
On the ready.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Mond going to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, go Fury.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Blaster, 6. Black shot.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 49-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Here's first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Mon throwing on second down.
33-yard line.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And the San Antonio first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jervon Dexter breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the air